For this problem, you're looking for a variable that's already by itself, and we have y that is equal to this expression. So you would have to move that x squared minus 10 into y in the other equation. So it's x minus y equals -2. Instead of writing y, write a set of parentheses, and then insert into that this x squared minus 10. Once you've inserted the x squared minus 10, you can simplify, and you have a minus sign in front of this quantity. So that means you're going to change the sign of everything inside of it. So you'll come up with minus x squared and then plus 10, and set that equal to -2. Now you're going to have a quadratic equation because you have an x squared, an x, and some constants. So you can write negative x squared first and then plus x next. And of course you'll have plus 10, but that -2 on the right side goes over to the left and becomes plus 2. So you have to simplify these constants. Negative x squared plus x plus 12 equals 0. Now you can solve this quadratic equation by completing the square, the quadratic formula, or factoring. Now anytime you have a negative x squared, you always have the possibility of dividing everything by -1, so that you can make the x squared positive. So if you do that, you get x squared minus x minus 12 equals 0. And this one becomes so much easier to factor. The factoring for this, you need two numbers that multiply to get a -12 and add to get a -1. That would be plus 3 and then minus 4. And once you get to that point, you set each of these expressions equal to 0 and solve both of them. So x would be a -3, or x would be a positive 4. Your next move is to use this -3 and 4 and put it up here in this equation. And use both of them to solve for y, so you're going to get two values for y. So x minus y equals -2. X minus y equals -2, and we're going to use the -3 for y first. Move the -3 to the right side, make it plus 3. You'll get a 1, and divide by the negative sign there. So 1 divided by -1 is going to be -1. And that means that you put in a -3 and got back a -1. So there's one of your solutions. So x minus y equals a -2 has to be done again. And this time you're going to use the positive 4 that we had for a solution for x. So 4 minus y equals -2. Negative y equals -2 minus 4. And that would be -y equals -6. Divide the -6 by -1 and get 6. So you'll come out with 4 and then 6. So your solutions are -3, 1, 4, 6.